quick shot. What up to Stevie? Me and Scrap, yo. I'm on my love and hip hop. Yes, so solid, it flows through my body. And if you got it, love, I'm told that's what God is. I'm Tyrone Higgins, whatever love is given. If it cost $1 million, if it was for free, I love you, you love me. Let's put love together, cause it love sing. Love sing, love sing, love sing. Settle me a big shot. What up to Stevie? Me and Scrap, yo. I'm on my love and hip hop. Yes, so solid, it flows through my body. And if you got it, love, I'm told that's what God is. Tyrone Higgins, whatever love is.
You don't speak no more?
All right. It's 8 o'clock here in good old DFW area. I don't know why the wife is taking so long. I don't even know if I want a kid. You know how we say it. This is Love Sync Ministries Love Talk. I am Brother Darrell McGriff, and this is
Deidre McGriff.
And again, you know what we say, 1 John 4:8, he that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. And that is sure enough what we walk in, and we try to walk in and try to do that on a daily basis. This is Love Talk. And as we always start off, once we get the introduction, we go ahead and get the little ads out the way. But guess what? I'm not going to be run off at the mouth this time. I'm going to let all this do it for me. So y'all just hang in there with us while we go through our little ads real quick. We appreciate you. Oh, if I put in the ad CD, that'll work, huh? Put in the right one. That's what I'm going to have to hire me somebody to do this for me from now on.
I think you can handle it.
Think I can handle it?
That's just
Well, if you say I can handle it, then I can handle it.
Is your credit score not what it used to be? Are you ready to move forward in 2019 and do all the things you didn't do in 2018 because of your credit? Then wait no more. Your help is just a phone call away. Call Credit Man Credit Services, LLC at 866-308-5437. That's 866-308-5437. Extension 1. Change your credit, change your life. It's cold outside and you're inside trying to stay warm by the fireplace with your hot cocoa. It's time to settle down with a good book. Check out Unapologetically Gray by Tracy Demas Barley. You can get this hot new book on Amazon.com or go to TracyBarley.com. That's Tracy with the I, B-Y-E-R-L-Y. That's TracyBarley.com. Don't be left out on this conversation. Get your copy of Unapologetically Gray now. If you just started your new business and need office space, or if you have a home office and would like to meet clients or potential clients in a professional atmosphere, then go to YagerProperties.com. Check out their office buildings in Frisco, Plano, McKinney, and Allen. They are a Christian-owned company and welcome you to get your new office space or just holding meetings. Let them know Love Sync Ministries referred you and go to YagerProperties.com. That's YEAGER Properties.com.
Yes, y'all. So that's what you do. Go ahead and support our people that support us. What were you going to talk about today, ma'am? Has something to do with what?
No, I know what it had to do with. It's sexual predators.
Sexual predators. So we're going to talk about sexual predators today. And as we say, she picked something from the headlines and we were going to talk about it and then see how we as saints, how we deal with it, or what's our process and our thoughts on it, and us knowing that God loves us and and we love him. How do we handle that? How do we process this stuff that's going on in the world? But before we get to that, I'm going to let her go do her thing for a little bit. And I'm going to bring in our special guest for today. So, ma'am, I will see you in a few. I'm going to bring in my special guest. I've known him for a long time. So he's a husband. He's a father. He is a son-in-law. He is a friend. And also he's a personal trainer, personal motivational coach, powerlifting champion. I can go on and on and on and be here all night long. But let me introduce my boy, Desmond McLean. What's up?
What's going on?
Have that seat, brother. Have that seat. Come on in here. Come on in here. What's going on?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's good, man. That's good. I see you hobbling, man. What's going on with that arm, man?
I had rotator cuff surgery in October, so I should be out of the sling sometime next week, hopefully, and start to go to do rehab hopefully within that time.
Okay, all right, okay. So what made me when as you were coming over today, it started making me think back in the day when we were working at City, and then me and you used to go up the street to that little rec center or something.
Yes,
and we used to work out outside for a little bit, and then we decided to take it over there to the track.
Yes,
you know, and I beat you and Tony running, so you know.
That was ever so funny. That was real funny.
And then I remember when you trained my son that summer for football, and he turned out pretty good. He made the football team, did a little running back thing for a little while. So you know, you did your job.
Right.
So let me get to what it is. So how long then have you been doing this? So what started you into? I know you just wasn't a personal trainer right off the bat, right?
No.
So how did it start? I know you did the powerlifting. So did it go from there and progress? So tell us about how it got started.
Powerlifting actually came into the picture after that.
Okay, so how did you get started then?
Back in the military. Prior to the military, I was always running. I was back in school, always running track, cross country, sprint races. I never.
Hold up right there. Speaking of sprint races, that made me think. When we was at City, I'm always doing stuff. So I mess around and put something out on the floor about a race. We're gonna do a race out in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I built that up for like maybe a week or two. And then we just
about 2 weeks.
Yeah, we went out there in the parking lot at City, man. And then we the young kids, everybody, man, everybody thought they was fast back in school or whatever. And so we had this we say it's about 100 yards.
They changed it to 125 after that because everybody was like, let's do 50 and it's 100. And somebody says do 125, so that's where he went to.
Yeah, but you won, so I had to get an old man some props, man. You beat them young boys, so it was all good. All right, so you ran track, you did your running, go ahead.
Yes, I did running. I joined the military, loved the training, loved the fun I had, traveled overseas. And when I came back here, so many people kept on asking me, say, hey, Des, show me this, show me that, show me how to work out, show me how to build my body, show me how to lose weight. I always said no. I was selfish. I want to be in the gym by myself. Let me do my thing. Leave me alone. It kept on happening. So eventually, after some time, I started helping out this one young lady in Garland, Texas. That's where I first started at. And from there, I just went on. I found that I had the joy. I love helping people. I love seeing them grow. I love seeing them change. Whatever they change for in life, no matter what it is, I feel joy for them. So I just continued from there and just kind of built up a career from that, left the corporate world, kind of went into training full time. And people say, you an idiot or something? No, I mean, I love working for somebody, but I enjoy working for myself a whole lot better. Plus, this is my suit every day.
Right.
You know, I enjoy this. I love helping people. I like seeing people succeed. You know, it's just been a joy for me.
Good. All right, so now I see, let me see your book there. So when did this book come about? We got your book says, Who Says You Can't Have It All? The 3 areas of your life that will change you. So here's the book. Now, real quick, can you get it on Amazon and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, they can just go on Amazon, look it up, and they can purchase from there. What came about with the book is I was never even thinking about writing. The book is something that is very simple. And I mean, really simple. If you're looking for something that's going to intrigue your mind, if something that's going to be more difficult and give it this process, this is not it. This is something basic. This is something real simple. I found out a lot of people try to make the process complicated okay, then they fail, then they look to blame somebody. If you can't do the easy stuff, how can you do the complicated things?
Right.
You know, so I made it real simple in the book, but it talks about three things. There's three areas. There's the mental, the physical, and the nutritional. Okay. For someone to get to the physical or the nutritional, they have to be able to conquer the mental portion of it. The mental portion is understanding you, understanding what you can't do, understanding what you want to do. And most people, they always want to say something nice about themselves. Okay. I had a young lady that I started training. She's been with me for like 6 years now. And most of her training is more mental. But she had issues that I had to work on. Okay. When I first met her, it wasn't just about losing weight. I'd take a look at you and say, okay, how come you're not losing weight?
Right.
So what's going on at your job? What's going on at home? I had to research, actually go sit there for a while, meet the family, you know, kind of understand what she does at work and how that created a problem for her. The word stress. I don't like using the word stress, but they use all the time stress. Okay. Those headaches that affects the heart, that affects the mind, what she does. Every day she came and saw me. I said, how are you doing? She said, I'm doing fine. And she said it kind of a little smarky way, like kind of like fine. And I could tell, okay, she wants to talk. And it's always complaining about something at work. I never met somebody that complained about work every day. That tells me that's causing her body problems. Then she had the same thing at home. That's causing the body problems also. Once I started showing her how to communicate better with people at work, how to communicate better at home, how to stop trying to feel sorry for every time something happens to someone else, worry about you. What I mean by is like if somebody got sick, she's worrying about it. If somebody, you know, got hurt, she's worrying about it. Does not have to be in her department. That's how she is. I understand you like to help people, but you have to take care of yourself, especially when you get older. Coronary issues, you know, heart attack, stroke, cancer, all these things that come about. You need to try and take care of yourself before you can take care of another person.
Exactly.
You know, it's like going out in a plane and they said, you know, you have a baby next to you. You focus on taking the baby or take care of you. Because if you take care of the baby, then you don't take care of you. When the plane does crash, something does happen, nobody's there to take care of the baby. You have to take care of you in order to take care of the child.
Right.
You know, same thing. So I had to work on her process in her mind, change her mind, how she saw things, how she viewed things. Okay. Then I could start working on the body. Then I can proceed to the nutrition. Okay. But if your mind is not ready, you can't go anywhere.
Right. I got you. So that's good. And so also besides Amazon, is there any other kind of way they can get the book?
I usually just go online. They could purchase it. They can email me and I can send them a copy.
Okay. We'll give them that information before you go. How about through your website?
Yes, it's on the website also, McLeanLifeBalance.com.
Okay, so y'all make sure y'all check that out. All right, so now, like I said, so you did all that running. People were asking you about, you know, what can we do? How can I do this? How can I do this? So, but how did the powerlifting come in?
The powerlifting came in some years after I was going to the gym, and I spent 9 years in the same gym with the same weight, believing I was actually doing something.
Right.
Met a man there named James from Korea. And as I walked by him one day, he had some bands tied to a bench. Say, hey, lift this 10 times. Just the bar, 45 and a band. I picked that, I lifted that bar up about 6 or 7 times. I felt sick at that point. I was mad. So that's how powerlifting came to me. He taught me most everything I know about powerlifting right now.
Okay, good. All right. So now you, like you said, so you know you can run. Saw you beat folks, even though I still beat you on the track.
Keep dreaming.
You did your powerlifting thing, and then like I said, then you do your personal training thing. So like I said, with the personal training, like I said, you work with people, like I said, because you work with my son, getting him ready. So you can specialize training for people for whatever they need. It's not just a general, hey, come, we're going to exercise, we're going to run, and then that's that.
No, I think that's a big misconception that people have. Right now I'm working with several teenagers. Okay. Baseball, shot put, basketball, and this is work about strength training. Okay, teaching the proper form. I find out in a lot of schools, okay, they push them to lift weights, but they don't understand how to lift weights. Anybody can walk and pick up a weight. That's how you hurt yourself. Okay, but if you don't understand how to lift weight, the proper movements of lifting a weight, then it doesn't make any sense at all. That's how they injure themselves. I just had somebody that injured themselves yesterday at school.
Right. And again with that, because running backs need to be trained one way, linebackers need to be trained one way,
Right.
linemen, whether it's offensive, defensive,
Right.
gotta be, and then your receivers, and then your safeties and your corners.
Yeah.
Everybody need to be trained different.
Yeah, I had ballet dancers that I typically work with, and they need to be trained differently. Okay, baseball players, okay, and a lot of this is focused on the mind again. Okay, basketball players, shot put, javelin throwers. Okay, it depends on the mind. If you could change the person's mind how they see things, okay, they can go much further. The young man that I've been working with in Allen changed his mind how he saw things, not just the weight training. Okay, his personal best was almost like every couple of weeks he's making a new PB, just because you changed his mind on how he sees himself competing. Okay, how he sees himself competing against everybody else. Where does he put himself at? So there's a lot of work in that area, rather than just because they go into the gym and lift weights.
Right. Okay. So just speaking to you out there that's been trying to either work out, and we know the new year is coming up, and we know how everybody want to go ahead and get that resolution that they're going to work out, and then don't never work out. So let's speak to that then. Okay, so now you ate your Thanksgiving dinner, you ate your Christmas dinner, and now the resolution time is coming up. You say, I'm going to go to the gym, so January 3rd, you ready to go to the gym, you done signed up, so why they not going to stick to it?
92% of people that start anything on New Year's are going to fail. That's a fact, period. Okay. One of the reasons that they fail, the goals are way too big. Okay. For example, you tell yourself you want to lose, 10 pounds in 1 week. That's really stretching the body out, and you have no clue how to do it. Okay. Beyond that, you can't even control yourself on nutrition. Okay. That's automatic failure. Okay. The other problem that some people have is they don't have a plan. Okay. Their plans are typically, it's November, I want to start. New Year's, you could have started back in November. Number one. Okay. But you decide to start on January 3rd, January 5th, January 20th, January 31st. Okay. And never start. There's a group of people that come into the gym. We see them for about 2 or 3 weeks. And the gym goes back to normal right around the end of February, March. Because they come in, they flood the gym, pay their dues, still paying them, okay? And they feel like they can't get anything done, and they leave out. They don't understand how to use the equipment, okay? But they don't want to get a trainer at the same time. If you're new to working out, okay, I'll tell you, get a trainer, especially if you're using weights. Even if you're working out at home, you can injure yourself walking down the street, jogging down the street. It is easy to injure yourself and tear your back up. I always tell people, not just a sales pitch, get a trainer. Even if you get a trainer for the first couple of weeks, just to understand a few things.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, because I know I done messed up my elbow, and I did that just because I started messing around with the weights upstairs, and I didn't stretch, and I didn't do anything to prepare to get my muscles ready. I just went, start picking up the heaviest ones first, and then start lifting, and now my elbow is killing me.
Well, men, we tend to have that ego sometimes. You know, you go in the gym, you don't stretch, you pick up the heaviest thing, you're working because everybody's looking at you. Let me just go and curls right here, and then you hurt yourself. You don't cool down. The other thing is nobody stretches in the beginning, and then they don't cool down. And when you finish, they want to finish lifting the heaviest weight and just walk out the gym.
Right.
That's not how you treat your body.
Exactly. And so for those that are listening and watching, so we want you to understand, again, it's just like everything else we say, you have to love God, love his word, and love yourself. And in loving yourself, if you're going to go back to the gym or start a workout routine, then speak to somebody that's a personal trainer like Desmond, just to talk you through what to do not to hurt yourself, or what to properly get your mental state going in the right direction so that you won't start and 3 weeks later you quit. Because see, a lot of y'all will have a goal that, like I said, you eat your Thanksgiving, eat your Christmas, then January you're going to join the gym. You know why? Because in February, March, and April, guess what's going to be happening? February, you know, it's going to be weddings and Valentine's. So you're trying to get in shape for that.
Right.
And so and also with Valentine's, weddings, and then in March there's weddings, and then April there's weddings, all the way through to July. There's a lot of weddings. So
Right.
you know you're going to end up being a bridesmaid or something. So you
Right.
want to get fit in that dress. So that's your mindset in January. But when you don't get your mind right for the workout, then you end up quitting because your mind is not prepared for the workout, so you don't make it to that point.
Right.
And then, like you said, then you're mad. Then you went and signed up to the gym for a whole year. You done signed up to the gym for a whole year. You done quit 3 weeks in, and now you mad because you paying the gym money and you're not even going. And then you can't even build back up to even get back into the gym.
But you know, the gym makes so much money
Right.
off people paying yearly fees and don't go to the gym.
Don't go to
And
the
we
gym.
discussed that one day. The other thing is that this has to be a lifestyle change. This can't be about a wedding, about getting back with my high school buddies reunion. This can't be, I need to go on a cruise ship. This can't be something where I'm trying to do it for somebody. You got to do this for you. This has to be a lifestyle change. You know, if you know someone in your family has diabetes, okay. If you know people in your family have high blood pressure, okay. If you know there are things going on in your family, there's a possibility that you can get that also. So the thing is to be proactive. Don't wait till it happens.
Right.
You know, I used to tell this young lady one time, I said, you know, you need to go ahead and work out. She was like, no. Yeah, I got this. Her friend had a stroke, okay, in the hospital. That woman left after she saw her in the hospital, started working out every single day. Had no clue what she was doing, but now was scared. When it hits home, then we get scared. We want to try and do something instead of being proactive about it right now.
Okay. And I'm glad we got to that part because, like we said, getting yourself together mentally to get on your workout, to get your body right. Not only, like I said, he does plans personally for you, not what's based on a generalization.
Right.
So if I look at you and you're 5'3", 160, then I'm just going to generalize this is a plan that I'm going to put in for you because you're 5'3", 160. So I'm going to put you on this plan. You don't do that. He's going to make a plan just for you. So there could be 3 of y'all that's 5'3", 160, but each one of y'all needs y'all individual plan.
It is different.
Right.
Each person's mind is different. How they look at things, how they do things, the way they eat. They may have different blood types. All that is taken into account.
Right. And so then, like I said, that's one way, individual. Then not only that, like you said, then you can look at again and help people out. Now let's look at, like you said, you have diabetes, you have heart conditions, you have thyroid conditions,
Right.
you have whatever conditions. So there might be diseases that you say that you might have that you're dealing with, and that might be keeping you from working out or whatever the case may be. But he works with that too. He can go by diseases and help you work out.
The thing is, this is not just about weight loss. Now, I think a lot of people, especially women, when they come to me, oh, I need to lose weight. Life is not about weight loss. Life is about your life, okay? Maintaining a good, healthy life. You don't have to be great at it, okay? You just need to understand how your body processes food and how you're able to function. So I always tell people when they come to me about losing weight, I'm not just there for weight loss. I'm there for weight training, gaining weight, figure models. I do different things, but weight loss is not the only thing in life. And looking at the scale every day does not help.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Cause if you look at that scale every day, and if you don't, if you still see that you, cause sometimes you mess around and 5 days in, and you might gain a pound.
Yes.
And you be like, oh man, I ain't supposed to be gaining a pound.
Stressed out.
Yeah.
Understand your body, especially female's body. You know, you got that one time a month deal. You have humidity with the weather changes. That also changes and fluctuates the water in your system. Then you have sodium, okay, in your body to say, you know, how much sodium you're getting, how much water you're taking within your body. Your body can fluctuate 3 to 4 pounds a day.
3 or 4 times a day.
3 or 4 pounds.
Oh,
a day.
3 or 4 pounds a day.
Yeah, 3 or 4 pounds a day.
A day.
A day.
Fluctuate in a day.
A day.
3 or 4 times in one day.
3 or 4 pounds.
So I can get on the scale and be 160, and then by lunchtime or before I go to lunch, I can be 163.
No, usually dinner time.
Oh, but yeah, that's another thing. So that's the thing, you know, because what you sound like is the same thing like when we used to work on people's credit. We have people that will look at their credit score every day. Don't look at your credit score every day. Things are going on your credit. So don't look at it every day. You're going to freak yourself out. Right. And then if something happens and the score drops, then you're going to be calling them, man, the score dropped. I thought y'all did. Don't look at the score. Wait, we're going to train you and tell you how to work your credit. So then once it's done, look at it once it's done. That's when it's going to tell you what's going on.
Right. So,
and again, there's a mindset of what you do and what you're not supposed to do. Because again, same thing. They'll jump into credit, wanting to get something 6 months down the line. And then when they don't see it's going their way, then they want to quit just like that without, like I said, finishing the process. So you got to get your mind right.
Right.
So again, when it comes to your body, and you got to remember, each body is different. I don't care if you twins.
Still different.
If you twins, it's still different. You don't see any twin that they perfectly the same weight or nothing like that. They still off a little bit. One might be a little bigger than the other one. Why is that? Because everybody is different no matter what. So when you do your training for physically and all that kind of stuff, so you have to take everything into consideration. So not just your weight, whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight,
right.
Not just your height, not just your nutrition, but like I said, your blood type, your predisposition to certain diseases or certain health issues. All that stuff has to be taken into consideration when you go. And I think that's what's been the failure. Again, we don't take everything into consideration. We just take a few things and run with it.
You take someone right now that they have, I think 2 kids, 3 kids, a husband, and they travel a lot. Great job. They travel a lot. All that takes toll. Some of my clients, go to England, they go to Germany, and we call in on Skype and we train that way. Some don't want to ever stop. They want to keep training no matter what. They don't even go down to the gym. They stay in the hotel room. And they just move some things around and I work them out in the hotel room. They just need something to keep them going.
Right.
Okay. There's so many different things for people. Even I tell people, if you don't come to see me, that's perfectly fine. You got the internet. Do research. Research fitness. Research health. Research about yourself. Research what you can do. Okay. But there's different opportunities, different ways to help people. It's just if they want to take that step. And when they take that step, don't look back.
Let me ask you this. How much does like a little rollout mats that people use, how much a little rollout mats cost?
Like $9.99, something like that, $8.
Okay, it's about $8.
I mean, they go between $8 and $20.
Okay, and then when these women get these fancy Leotard suits, how much them things usually cost?
Ooh, I've seen them in, it depends where you're buying from. I've seen some 3 for $10 when I was in New York, and then they could probably go up to $200.
Okay, I'm just gonna say $200. I'm gonna take the heavy end. All right, then what else do they wear?
They wear the tops, the shoes.
I forgot about the shoes. How much the shoes?
Oh, shoes are very, very important. If you get a very good brand of shoes, especially if you have weak ankles, okay? I mean, to get a good brand of shoes, maybe say about $130.
$130? Okay. Yeah. All right. And then plus your gym membership. How much gym membership these days?
About $40.
About $40 a month.
It depends on a small gym. You can actually go to place like Fitness Connection or not Anytime Fitness, Plan Fitness. Some of those gyms are still offering $10 or $15 a month.
Okay, so that's if you do stay there 6 months, that's about $60. Okay, so right there I'm at 230, then about 610 plus that. So 1, 2, 3, I'm just gonna say 330. So $330 just to get your workout on. Now that's if you plan on doing all that and going to a gym. $330. So now teach them how they don't even have to spend that money and still get a good workout.
The thing what I tell people a lot of times is you're at home, you're a busy person, you feel like traveling. First of all, you're wasting time traveling to the gym. Okay. My clients, I come to them or either I Skype information into them so they can stay at home, work out in their own private area. They don't have to go get all this fancy clothes and fancy shoes and things like that. Unless you have a foot problem, I'll recommend a particular shoe to you. Okay. You can save a lot of money, save a lot of time working out in your own home. You don't need a lot of space. You just need a 5-pound weight. It's just simple.
Just that simple. So a lot of things you could do in your own home. So you don't have to join a gym. You can still show them different workouts. Like I said, if a 5-pound weight and stretch bands, and they can do just as much as they can do at a gym.
The reason I tell them 5-pound weight was I have taught a class with just 5-pound weights. And I have men come down and say, oh, this is nothing for me. I said, okay, go through the whole class. Once you leave sweating and tired, that's a different story. 5 pounds can do a lot if you know what you're doing with it.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, so like I said, you're doing all this training, you're telling everybody how to do what to do the way they need to do. So now where does the nutrition part come in? How's that important to the workout and being able to either gain or lose weight? So where did nutrition come in?
The nutrition is very important. What I like to do is I tell my individuals, send me 3 days of your nutrition. And typically I want Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Friday is the party nutrition.
Right.
So I want to see those 3 days. I want to see what you do on a regular basis, Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday on the weekend. And then I could take a look and see how much water you're drinking, how much potassium you're getting into your body. Are you getting enough nourishments in? Okay, too much fried foods, too much oils, too much this, just kind of take a look and see what kind of person you are. Okay. Some people, I have one guy, he loves tacos. He's forever a taco mission, taco for breakfast, taco for lunch. He just loves tacos. Okay. You have some people that love to drink sodas. I had a young lady came to the class. Are you drinking every day? She says yes. She was drinking soda every day and no water. Soda and water are not the same thing. Okay. So she would come in here, she would get sick and leave the classroom. So the key thing is, with nutrition, I try to build it into your mind as you go through the program. Okay, I can't give it to you and say, here goes nutrition in the book. Right. If that was the case, you'd have read it already. Okay, so I do is I work on their mind as they go through the training program. Everything I work on their mind, because I have to get you to change your habit. You have to change your habit. If you're not able to change your habit, we won't be successful. And it takes anywhere 30 days plus to change your habit, especially now if I'm seeing you once a week. Okay, we really got to work on that. Right. The thing is to get you to change your habit, but get you to understand foods. It's not about taste all the time. I'm trying to survive. Okay, so I need quality foods. I don't have to go spend a lot of money, but I do need quality foods in my system.
Right. And then also the food also goes in contrast. Like I said, if they have some type of disease or some type of health issues,
right. There's certain things you're not supposed to have.
The food has to match up with what your disease or what your health issue is. Because you can eat something wrong that's going to be counteractive to what you're not supposed to eat for your disease or your health issue.
That's a great point. Think about it that if you have your body, your ankles is swelling. Okay, I give you an example. Young lady, I was talking to her, and she texted me at Saturday morning and said, hey, my ankles are swollen. I said, why is your ankle swollen? So she started jogging. They swelled up. I said, why did they swell up? I said, what you have to eat down there? She said, just a salad. I said, you have any salad dressing? She said, just a little bit. Hold on a second. How much is a little bit? Like half the bottle.
Whoa.
Okay, she loves the salad dressing, not the salad. All that sodium. All that sodium. Every tablespoon, you usually have about 300, 400 milligrams of sodium. Wow. Okay, your body only needs about 2,400, 2,600 milligrams a day. Okay, but if you have high blood pressure, you're only supposed to have 1,500 total. And that's it. And many people don't understand that.
Right.
Okay. So you have to understand what your body needs. What is sodium? Where do you get sodium from? That's a big issue with people that have high blood pressure. Another thing is when your body's swelling up. There's natural foods out there to help your body to regulate anytime that, your wrist, your ankles, anything is swelling up. For instance, turmeric, pineapple, ginger, beets. Those foods right there, broccoli, help with keeping the swelling down in your body. Okay, so people need to understand what certain foods do. I don't know everything. I'm not going to break down every single thing. But the thing is, for your particular issue, whatever you have going on, there's certain foods naturally that can help you out.
Okay, well, I'm glad, because that just leads us into our next, since we're talking about disease, health issues,
Right.
and food. So now, let them know, because I remember when you called me to the hospital because they was working on you and stuff like that. Hey, man. Sound like Darth Vader up in that bad boy. So tell them what you got. What's happening with you? You Mr. Power Lifter, bodybuilder, running all over the world, trainer extraordinary and everything, and then boom, what happened with you?
Boom. Back in 2009, I was on a mission. I was getting ready to go, wanted to go overseas and go compete over there in a contest. And 2009, October, I started having these strange feelings. I'm in the gym with my buddy Tommy lifting weights, and all of a sudden that weight just came down. I didn't even know it was coming down, just came down. I was, Eventually, what happened, I went up going to the doctor several times over. Of course, nothing was happening. Went the first, second, finally the third time, done some tests, and found out I have what's called myasthenia gravis. It's an autoimmune disease. And basically, I am good in the morning when I get up, but my muscles weaken throughout the day. So I'm not as strong as I used to be. And with myasthenia gravis, I mean, I was on 22 different pills a day. It's like, oh boy. So I had to get into my nutrition again so I could wean off certain of those pills. There's some pills that I have to take, like prednisone. I was on 80 milligrams, now down to 2. I have mestinon, which I have to take that in the morning. I take about every 4 hours to take a half a pill. That's just to open to open the receptors so my muscles are getting the signals. Otherwise, I just can't function at all. I get tired. I get sleepy. I mean, it's before I used to get up and I could just run 5 miles, no problem. Trying to run 5 miles now, you gotta rest after that. You know what I mean? So I had all of that going on to me. Okay, but I can't let that stop me. Okay, so what I did once I understood the disease, I researched more, try to find out other individuals that had a disease so we could compare notes. One of the things I can't do, I can't stay in the sun, even on a 70-degree day. I can't stay out there more than 15 minutes in the hot sun. I start to burn.
Wow.
Okay. I'm from New York. I could go outside and, it could be 10 below 0 and I could go outside. I can't do that now because my hand will freeze up much faster than yours will. And then it takes longer to thaw out. Even just in a 35-degree weather, I will really tighten up real quick. So I have to be careful. Okay. So I went ahead, I changed my nutrition. I started working out again. I had to understand what I can do. I had to sleep before, sleep after the workouts, just to try and build my body back up, get back to somewhat where I was at before. I can't compete like I used to. Because, of course, I can't compete with the sling of my arm right now. But I got my body back in a good health again.
All right. So excuse me. So anybody's out there that's, like I said, again, you have a disease or you have health issues and you think because of your disease or your health issue that you can't work out, then, hey, he living proof. He's still all buffed and stuff. I can still knock him out, but he's still all buffed and stuff. And like you said, so what's the name of that disease again?
Myasthenia gravis.
So that's what he has right now, autoimmune disease, like you said. So the longer he goes through the day, the weaker that arm gets. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to wait till 6 o'clock and I'm going to go there and bust him upside.
But you know what, though? I would always say, at that time, a little 5-year-old could walk up to me and he could beat me up and I couldn't do nothing because I was so weak.
Right.
When I came out the hospital, I was barely trying to get up 3 pounds. I laid on the floor to see what I can do. And I got 3 pounds up 2 times. Just kind of bench press 3 pounds 2 times. That's how weak I was. Wow. My body gained strength, fell off probably about 7 to 8 times. And when I say it fell off, I would gain my natural strength back. It took me several months, maybe a year. And then all of a sudden, my body started having this reaction. I go in the gym one day where I was doing hamstring curl, maybe 200 pounds, about 150 pounds. Then all of a sudden, I can't lift 20 pounds. Wow. Okay, and that will happen frequently. That happened about 6-7 times over the years. Okay, so this is just an ongoing battle.
Right. But you can, like I said, but the thing is, once you get with somebody and you know what your health issue is, you know what your disease is, that doesn't stop you from working out. You can still keep working out. Like I said, with nutrition and the certain exercises. There's things that everybody can do, depending on what they're dealing with.
Right.
And you can still work out. You can still eat healthy. You can still be healthy, and you can still look good and get your muscles. Like I said, you ain't got to be buff. See, like you ain't got to be all buff like that. You can be like me and just be thin and smooth with it. You know.
But you know, I have a comment on that though. A lot of people, especially men, they think they have to go to the gym and buff up.
Right.
And I
Exactly.
tell them, you know, just to be in corporate or go to work, you just want to be nice, toned, have interior, I call it interior strength.
And be
You
tough.
don't have to have those muscles walking around. But what you want to do is be healthy. Be healthy for you. Be healthy for your family. Set an example at the same time. I always say don't be selfish.
Exactly.
And when I say don't be selfish, you know your family has diabetes. You know you may have diabetes. Okay. And let's say you don't take care of yourself. All of a sudden, you know, you become sick and you're just really doing bad at this time. Now someone has to take care of you when you could have proactively done something about it earlier. Okay?
Exactly.
It's the same thing with a stroke when I tell people at times, okay? If that stroke happens, then you have a chance to take care of yourself. Some things we don't have no control over.
Right.
Okay. But if you have an opportunity to take care of your body, you only have this one time.
All right.
Okay. Take care of your body. I spend the money on my body because it helps me to move around,
Right.
it helps me get around, helps me to do things. Okay. So I spend the money on my body. I'm not talking like going out eating junk food and going to Hawaii, laying on the beach. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about nutrition, understanding things about my body, drinking good fluids, water, understanding how my body processes things.
And I'm just gonna take this part right here just to say, the same way he's talking about, you know, changing your mindset, getting your mental together, so you can do everything else, is the same thing as love sync. It all matches up. As we said, understand that God loves you, so you love God, His Word, and yourself. Love yourself, because remember we did the thing, love yourself, love your health,
Right.
over at Frisco.
Yes.
So we're all about, when love sync, is loving yourself, because again, and I said the same thing as you gave the airplane example. I tell women all the time, especially single women, because women always say, I put my children and my husband first. Then I'm like, well, we say love yourself first. Because if you don't take care of you and you get sick, who gonna take care of your family? You know your husband ain't gonna do that good of a job because you've been taking care of him too. So that's why we say love yourself. So that way you will take care and do what you need to do for you, so you can be around to take care of your family, and help them to take care of themselves. So that kind of go hand in hand in what we always talk about as far as the love walk goes. So now, now to get into something, with all of this and everything that you do, then how does that help you with your walk with God?
Number one, this is a story I can share with everyone, because if I had time to go through my entire story, okay, me getting myasthenia gravis saved my life. Okay, and let me explain how.
Yeah, because I get ready to say. So he's saying that the disease he got, so the disease saved his life. But go ahead, explain.
Okay. Probably about 20, 25 years ago, I had what is called I fell playing basketball, tipped over, elbow popped on top of this right here, had a bone spur, had surgery back probably about 2005, had a bone spur in there. Okay. As I was having that bone spur, wasn't taken out yet, I was still lifting. And I squat a lot. I mean, I squat between 400 to 600 pounds, you know, on any given time when I go to the gym. I never just go in and squat 300. It's typically between 400 and 600 all the time. Okay. So imagine all that weight on your body. And if I'm standing there and all of a sudden this weight just crashes down on me, I wouldn't feel the weight. But I said, when I first had that accident in the gym, I couldn't tell the weight was coming down. I didn't feel anything. It just came down. I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, I can't control my muscles at all. So imagine if I had that weight off the rack. When I took it up, my body just gave and I just fell down right there.
Right.
Talk about breaking everything in my body. With me having this disease, well, actually the bone spur, I'm going to break that back up. I had the bone spur. I had to take the bone spur out, so I had to take time. So while I was taking the bone sprout, this disease was coming into my body at this time. Okay. And that's set it back, but that's what actually saved my life right there. So when I got this disease, I'm sitting in a hospital and the doctor said, what do you want to do? Says, the only thing you can do right now is go home, sit there. We'll send you a nurse aide. We'll send you people to your house, take care and things like that. And he said, and I'm thinking, I go live with my mother? I said, no, I'm going to fight through this. I pray about going to fight through this. I'm going to use this to help other people. You know, when I have something like this, okay, God gives me things I can fight through. He doesn't give me something to say, okay, put you down and you're going to stay there. This is something that's done with intent to help others. And by me telling my story about the nutrition, telling my story how I fell down and came back on top, okay, this is helping other people out that either has this disease or has something, an autoimmune disease that's close to it, because it falls in the same area, okay? Every day I pray about it. I am thankful that I have this disease, okay? I'm not going to sit there and cry about it. It doesn't do anything. Okay, so when I pray at night, I pray for other people. I always pray for other people, what's going on with them. But also, I am thankful what's going on with me. I learn from this, I grow from this, and I help others with this.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to just correct something that you said that I know you didn't mean to say it, but everybody says it like that. So, like you said, because we preach about God and His love for us, and God loves us so much that He doesn't give us diseases. We're on this earth and things happen. So you just got the disease. Right. But with Him, He helped you to carry you through the hard times with it. Right. So then you learn through loving God and knowing that He's there for you, how to now cope and live with it and be that testimony to others that have it. But we know He didn't give you that because He loves you too much to give you something that's going to hurt the thing that He needs you to build up and use for His glory. So you just working with what you got and you still making it work for His glory, and you're still being able to share with other people, like you said, that has other diseases, right? That yours is even worse off than theirs. And then you can explain to them how, hey, this is what I got and I'm still making it happen. I'm still doing this. So you can do it too. Right. So, you know, so like I said, God is always going to work it out and turn it around for His good. So that way, when we tell other people, again, we're sharing our testimony and how good and great God is to us. So then that way others can see God through us and say, okay, if He can do it and God's doing it for him, then I can go ahead and get my mind right and do it also. So yeah, so that's right on the money, man. So, you know, I appreciate you coming in and sitting down with us, talking about all this health and nutrition and getting your stuff together. Also, are you still teaching English as a second language?
Yes.
So that Spanish people?
Spanish, Korean, Chinese, Indians.
So that means there's a whole bunch of Indians, Koreans, and Chinese and Mexicans walking around Texas speaking in a New York accent?
Yes. I got to go, especially when I talk fast.
I know they're like,
what?
What is he saying? Why they couldn't get us an good old Southern boy with a drawl? Yeah, slow it down for us. We go get somebody from New York talking about English as a second language. What's really going on? I love my students,
and I love what they do every year. And I love when I go to their graduation. The thing I love about them is that they'll get just like a local job. I don't care if it's Walmart or something, and they are so proud and so happy about it. You know, I love when I see them in the store and I walk by. They are proud and happy what they do, especially when they learn English. Right. You know, teach me how to talk to other people, how to ask questions. They could buy a car, buy a house, things like that. They are so loving it.
That's great. That's great. So, hey, again, if you guys, you know, you just want to find out something about working out or starting to work out or just have questions about working out, so how can they get a hold of you?
They can send me an email. Desmond, DESMOND, at McLeanLifeBalance.com. That's McLeanLifeBalance.com. Okay. Or just give me a call, 214-794-0698.
One more time on the phone number.
214-794-0698.
Since that's your cell number, you can text him also. Just let him know you heard him here on Love Talk. And like I said, just because again, love yourself enough to do what's best for you.
Yes.
Again, especially if you're dealing with any type of health issues or diseases and you think you can't work out, you think you can't be healthy, you think it's going to hold you back from doing something, then call him, let him know what you got going on so he can do a plan for you, like I said, physically and nutrition wise, so that way you can get back in shape. And see, the thing is, what you don't realize might be to the late because we right around the corner. But if you start now, see, if you would have started in July working out and getting yourself together, guess what? You can still eat healthy on
Always.
Thanksgiving and Christmas and still don't miss a beat. See, that's what people don't understand.
I'm eating.
That's what I'm saying. If you take care of yourself, that's just like a woman that works out. Like, let's say like Serena Williams or some women that work out. Soon as they have their baby, bam, they back.
Right back in shape, no question.
Just like that. No problem. Why? Because they 24/7 year round, they're staying in shape. So their body just bounce back. And so if you keep yourself healthy, go ahead. I see you going to say something. Go ahead.
But it's not hard work though. And I think some people will think they have to go to the gym every single day.
Right.
No, you don't have to. This is not every day. Now, for some of you look at actors, actresses, they have a chef. They make about $20 million a movie. They have probably 2 trainers on site with them. Okay. And they'll work out for the next 6 or 7 months to get in shape for that movie. If you don't have $20 million, don't think about it. Okay. They're going to do that because that is part of their job. With you, I mean, if you could do 3 days a week, nothing harsh. Okay. Simple movements. Okay. You could change your lifestyle easy. All you just need to be able to apply what I tell you to do, okay? Follow the guidelines, and you can make those changes in a small amount of time.
Yeah. And again, you don't have to start out working out a whole hour or 2 each time you go to the gym. You know, you don't have to do that much. Like I said, because you're just starting out. You're just, well, because it was different. I remember in the military, you just coming into the military, and them jokers have you running 2 miles every morning. You're like, hey man,
What happened?
this ain't what I do. But so you don't have to do that. You don't have to start out a whole hour, 2 hours in the gym right off the bat.
My clients typically 30 minutes to 45 minutes. The hour in the gym was something that, you know, if you look at a clock, it's just easy to round off to an hour. Let me go spend an hour working. I don't know exactly came up with that. Okay?
Right.
Half an hour or 45 minutes. Okay. Some people get an intense workout. Some people just want to like just do a light workout. And some people, I have them sit in one spot and don't move from there and work out in that one spot. And they still a good, I'm not going to say discomfort out of it, but they're going to feel the workout. So there's different ways of taking the approach. Sitting in a chair, sitting on the floor, being in a gym, being outside at the park. There's different ways of working out.
Yeah, but just start doing something. That's the whole key right there. Start doing something. Well, like I say, a rolling stone gathers no moss. So hey, be that rolling stone. Keep moving so you don't pick up stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just keep yourself motivated to go and love yourself enough to keep yourself motivated and go work out. Do something. If you want to stay here on this, you know, like they say, you want to know why healthcare and prices are outrageous, it's because, hey, we getting sick too much. You know what I'm saying? So we need to take care of your sick so you don't have to keep going to see the doctor. So you can stay away from there. So God gave you this body that's going to supposed to last you all your life.
Right.
So you can take care of it. Like I said, we're on this earth. Things are going to happen. So you might end up inheriting some type of disease. You might end up inheriting some kind of a bad heart condition or something. You might end up with a stroke. But the thing is, if you keep I've known some people I've known that had a stroke because they were in shape, it didn't affect them as bad as it would have if they weren't in shape.
Right.
Because I guess, you know, because it kind of, you know, a stroke messes with your muscles. So if you kind of tone and you're always getting your muscles and everything is straight, it don't affect it as bad because you kept the muscles in shape and their tone and everything.
Right. And it's also your heart rhythm beat.
Right.
We had a young lady, I'm not going to say her name, but when we used to work at City before, she was 31 years old at the time, had an ongoing stroke. Okay. Didn't realize it, sent her to the doctor, they caught it in time. Okay. She just needed to go out there and do something. Started playing tennis with her. Just kept it simple. Okay. She's not very, like a sprinter, go lift weights. We just started playing tennis, showed her how to play tennis, just doing some things that were simple to keep her going.
Yeah.
Working out can be fun. It's when you think about it and you tell yourself, I have to go do this chore. I have to go do this. Then you make it hard on yourself. It's not because I love this, it's easy. I make anything easy. Okay. Somebody once asked, they said, how do you get out of bed? I said, I get out of bed just like anybody else. Okay. You can choose to get out of bed if you have a job. Right. Choose to get out of bed, or you can choose not to get out of bed. There are consequences.
Right. Exactly.
If you choose not to get out of bed, then you don't have any income. But the thing is, if you do have a job, you have to get up that morning, you have to go to work. Okay. You're working to take care of your family and outside lifestyle, but also you have to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your family. You can't take care of that lifestyle. Exactly. You won't be able to go to work. It's just simple as that. Yeah. And a lot of times we look at ourselves, there's nothing happened to me. I could take care of it when it happens. Sometimes you don't have that chance again to take care of it. You're just done.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Because I know, like I said, you got those that just don't work out. Got those that starting to work out. But so let's just say right now, if somebody wanted to lose 10 pounds, how long does it normally take the average person to lose 10 pounds?
That depends on that person. We can have two people in a gym, same age, same height, eating the same foods. Okay. One is going to listen and follow a process. The other one is kind of go off on the wayside. The one on the left side that's following the process can probably lose that 10 pounds within a month, within a month and a half. The one on the right side, not following the process, can lose 10 pounds in 6 months or a year. Okay, it depends on that person. Okay, it really depends on the mental mind of that person coming in there.
Exactly. Okay, so what we're gonna do then? Today is December the 11th, right?
Right.
So a month, January 15th. January 15th. I don't know what that's on. We're gonna find out. January 15th. But here's what I want to do. Anybody's out there listening, watching, whatever the case may be, go ahead right now and commit. Love yourself enough right now to commit to at least losing 10 pounds by January the 15th. So if you need to go to his website, give your website again.
McLeanLifeBalance.com. My email, preferably, is Desmond@McLeanLifeBalance.com.
Go to the website, email him, contact him. What's the phone number again?
214-794-0698.
Or call him or text him. But I want you to commit today. Love yourself enough to commit today to lose 10 pounds. You got plenty of time. 10 pounds by January the 15th. So if you need some type of plan, you want to say, hey, man, I got this kind of condition. I got this going on. I weigh this much or whatever. Get with him. Call him, email him, text him, whatever the case may be. Get your plan together. And then January the 15th, whatever that falls on, if that's a Saturday or Sunday, then we'll have to either do it that Friday or that Monday. We'll have him come back, and then we'll see y'all pop up and say, woo, man, I listen to him, and I follow the instructions, and I feel good now. I'm gonna really.
I'm gonna give you an example here.
Give me an example.
We had one guy, and I was talking to him. I said, what do you like doing? And he told me yard work. So I created something he could do around yard work.
Right.
And kind of fit that in because it's something he enjoys. So the workouts it's not about going to the gym. Sometimes I take a look at what you like and see if I could work it into what you're doing.
Right.
Okay, it may work for him and lost weight that way. But everything's not about losing weight. Sometimes about gaining weight. Sometimes it's just about getting healthy.
That's the master
bottom line.
Well, let me ask you that. Speaking of that, because my time is running out. But speaking of that, because I've seen some of these stars that was overweight, but they kind of started losing weight, but they're talking about being healthy. But how can you be healthy if the index says, okay, at this weight, you're supposed to be X amount of pounds, but you still 180 pounds over that? So can you still be healthy at 180 pounds over what you are?
Okay. Matter of fact, if you take a look at me right now, I'm about 220, and my BMI says I am super fat. Okay. I am way overweight. Okay. If I follow that Americanized index. Right. Okay. That's not it. I take care of my nutrition. I jog, walk. I mean, right now, walk, can't do anything
Right.
at this point. Okay. Back then I would jog whenever I can, walk. I'm not talking sprinting, running, getting out every single day. Just doing little things, but nutrition was my key thing. Understand what vegetables work with my body. Understand what meats work with my body. Not just something that I like, but what works for me. Okay. And made my nutrition around that. And just kept it simple, not complicated.
Right.
You know, I'm not looking for these new exercise programs. I just keep it simple.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, it's 8:59, man. I didn't think we was going to go that long, but we did. So we get ready to get up out of here. And appreciate you coming by. Like I said, this is my main man. Been doing this too long.
Way too long.
Too long. I can go back to some stories and shame him, man. He
I'm
might
gonna
end up...
shame you.
Let's time for us to go now. Let's up out of here. But it's 9 o'clock in the DFW, so we will see you here tomorrow. Same love time, same love channel. If my wife was here, I'd kiss her. She go that way. I go this way, but I ain't kissing him. So he gonna go this way. I'm gonna go that way. We'll catch y'all tomorrow right here on Love Talk, Love Sync Ministries. Y'all have a good one. Take care of yourself.